Next, we're going to work on a checkbook activity. Make sure that you have your notes pages for this section. It contains a check register, a number of checks, and deposit slips. As I'm going through this, make sure you are filling out your note pages because this will be a good reference if you have to come back to it for your next activity. Here we go. This is your check register. This is where you're going to record all of your transactions that we're going to go through so that we can always have a running balance of your account. To start with, I'm going to give you a little money. I'm going to give you $125 in your account. So we are going to write this amount up in your balance section. Now we're ready to go through some transactions. First of all, we're going to write a check to Joe's Sportswear for $25.50 for a pair of shorts. When we go through the steps that we covered in the previous lesson, the first thing we're going to do, and we're going to just work on our check from top to bottom, we will write out the current date. I'm using April 22nd, 2020 as the date. Might not be the current date, but this is the date I'm going to use right now. Pay to the order of Joe's Sportswear. Remember, you can draw a wavy line. It doesn't have to be a series of lines here, but a wavy line to the end so nothing additionally is added to the pay to the order line. We will write the dollar amount in numbers. And remember, we want to write as close to the dollar sign as possible. Next, we're going to write the amount in words. So we'll write 25 and the cents is 50 over 100. And again, we will write the wavy line up until the word dollars. After writing that, we will write what the item is for, and these are shorts. And then you will sign your name. Remember, as we go through this, if you need a little bit more time to write this on your sheet, just hit the pause button. Moving on to, after we've written out the check, we got to make sure that we're going to record this in the register. Okay, the number is for the number of the check. If you look at the top right corner, we will see that it is check number 93. The date that we wrote it out was 4/22, April 22nd. Description of transaction always will be whatever you put in the pay to the order line, which is Joe's Sportswear. Who did we write the check out to? Then we're going to take a look. A check is a payment, so therefore it will go into our payments section, $25.50. And you'll note that there is a line that will divide the dollars and the cents. Since it is a subtraction, we will take the $125 minus $25.50, and our new balance is $99.50. Again, I took the balance of $125 minus the payment that I made here and came up with $99.50. Next, we're going to deposit some money into your checking account. You have a paycheck, and the check code number is 23-1-. Next, we're going to deposit your paycheck into your checking account. Your paycheck is identified by check number 23-123, and it's the code in the upper right-hand corner of your check. This check for is $115, and when you walk out of the bank, you want $20 in cash. So now it's time to fill out your deposit slip. The first thing you're going to do is write out the date. The date is April 22nd, 2020. Now we're going to look at the amount side over here. If you look, the cash and everything down to your subtotal will be for all of the money you're putting into the bank. Below that is for money that were taken out of the bank. So if you look at this, we don't have any cash that we're actually depositing because we are depositing just a paycheck. Okay, next we're going to write the identification of the paycheck, which is 23-123. That's the identification that's on your paycheck. It is for a total of $115. Again, the periods here will separate. Some of these are a little bit harder to see, but there are spaces for it. If we had more checks, we would list them on the line here and add them up. Since we only have the one paycheck, we write 1 in your total items and add it up. Our subtotal is 115, which is the subtotal of all these. Then on the next line, it says less cash received. We are going to put a check in there because we want $20 in cash. So we will put $20 in there. We will subtract from our initial deposit of $115 minus 20 is $95. And $95 is the total amount that's going to go into our checkbook. We will get this cash that we'll be able to walk out of the bank with. Whenever we receive cash, we will sign our name on the signature line. It says sign here only if cash is received from the deposit. This name here just is a reference for the bank stating that you did receive the $20 in cash and it didn't go someplace else. Next, we're going to record the deposit in our check register. Remember, every time cash is received or paid out, we have to record it in our register so that we can keep our checkbook balance up to date. We're going to put a letter D in the number, and that is just a shorthand version for deposit. You can write the whole word deposit. This is your record, so you can do basically what you want with it as long as you keep your balance up to date. The date is the 22nd. It is depositing our paycheck, and again, it's a description of your transaction. This is your record. You put in the description that is going to be beneficial to you. Since we are depositing money, we're going to go over to our additions column and put $95 in here. That was the total of the bottom line of our deposit slip. We're going to take $99.50 plus our deposit of $95, and now our new balance is $194.50. Next, we're going to cover voiding a check. Sometimes you write out a check that you no longer want to use, or maybe you made a mistake on it. So what you have to do is void it, which makes it non-usable. With a voided check, most people, what they do is they just rip it up and throw it away. But what you should be doing for your own record keeping is you write void across the check. And you can do this on your check. We're going to write the word void on there. That means that it cannot be used. We also have to record it in our check register. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write the check number, 94, the date that we are voiding it, 4/23. We're going to write the words voided check, which means that we have that check, the check's accounted for, we're just not going to use it because something happened to it. And then what we do is we put the same balance forward. We do not have to fill anything in this line because the check is no good. Next, on April 23rd, you ate lunch at Budget Burger and wrote out a check for $6. Again, we'll walk through this. The first thing is writing out the date, April 23rd, 2020. Paid to the order of Budget Burger. Again, the wavy line is so that nobody else can add something to it. The dollar amount, $6. You write your number as close to the dollar sign as possible. You write it out in words, 6 and 00 over 100 with a wavy line to the end so nobody else can alter your check. What is it for? It's for lunch. And then you will sign your name like it is shown on your signature card.